want to tell you something.
Closer.
Yeah, a little bit closer.
Hi.
Hi.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Don't you ever with me and alcohol. Got it?
Oh, you got a problem with that, nerd? I'll throw a fireball in your face, because I'm a wizard.
So they were able to get him to the hospital in time.
Yes, he's in the intensive care ward at Our Lady of the Worthless Nerve.
Oh, we've discussed this. Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Hey, why can't we be Universe A?
Yeah! We called it first. Besides, this place kind of feels like a bee, you know?
You have my sister. If not, would you like a margarita?
Yeah, and when I see freaks in the street, I never, ever stare at them. And yet I'm careful not to look away, see, because I want to make the freaks feel comfortable.
There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
And I'm Tayler.
How's it going?
Oh,
I heard you had a wonderful day at work today.
it was wonderful. We're going to leave it at that. I've had kind of a shitty week, Cole.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Better you than me.
Probably. So I was going to tell you about this, but I figured, I'm going to tell you this on the podcast so you can laugh at me in person on the recording.
I like laughing at you behind your back, though, not in person.
Oh, shit. Well, you would have laughed at me either way. So remember we went out shopping the other night, like two good roommates do.
Oh, when we picked up those containers and shit?
Yeah, we picked up some containers because we're going to buy some beef, and then we went to the pork section, and we found some good deals on pork. And I found a premium roast for, I don't even know how much it was. It's like $15 or $16. It's marked down to $9. I said, fuck yeah, I'm going to make some Cuban pork with this.
Uh-huh.
So that was on Thursday. Friday, we get around to it. No, that was Friday. And then Saturday, I get around to it. I come home on my lunch break, and I throw it in the crock pot. I'm getting everything ready to go. I'm going to do some Cuban rice with it that evening. I come back home, okay, from my lunch break. So I did all this preparation on lunch. I come back, and I'm expecting to be greeted. You know when you throw something in the slow cooker, you
wanted the smell when you came.
You want that smell. You're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I can't wait to eat this.
Uh-huh.
So I come in, no smell.
You didn't turn the fucking crock pot on.
I'm like, fuck.
Right?
Fuck, what the hell? Oh yeah, I did. The warm setting.
Oh, the keep warm setting?
Yeah. I'm like, God damn it. And Ashley was in the other room. She's like, what's going on? I was not throwing shit, but I was slamming stuff down. I was so fucking pissed off at myself for making such a dumb mistake. I was fucking furious with myself.
So did you have to throw the pork out, or?
Yeah. Well, she said, why don't you throw it on a high? I said, it's been a keep warm. So it's been at probably 100 degrees for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. I said, there's no way. I mean, the foodborne illness, I'm not even going to risk that shit.
Uh-huh.
So I tossed it. I was so fucking mad, dude.
Uh-huh. Did it make you happy when you came home, or did it upset you when you came home and realized that I had my shit in the crock pot? I
turned it to keep warm.
Yeah,
just to spite. Just kidding. But no, I was fucking livid, dude. And I had to collect myself. I had to bring it back in, and I made some pulled pork the next night, and it turned out beautiful. Mm-hmm. It was so good. It sometimes you slow cook shit and you do all the process, but maybe you didn't get quite the right cut of meat. It doesn't fall apart. Yeah. Have you ever done that? Yeah. I hate that. This, I tried to pick it up with a fork, just fell apart. All right. Fuck yeah. So it was perfect. Perfectly tender. And then for the first time I've ever made, the only time I've literally ever made rice is in a rice cooker.
All right.
I've never made rice in any other way. But I wanted to make Cuban rice to go with my Cuban pork, rice and beans. And so I followed this recipe online. Also worked out beautifully.
That's good.
Very, very good. So I've got meals for the next couple of days. I'm pretty excited about that. Good shit, dude. So that one turned out. That's the silver lining in the shit cloud that I've had this week. But you know what else is cool?
No.
We were talking about how we like to look for deals, or if we see meat that's on sale, or when you price things out per ounce, you know what I'm saying? So you look at this brand, you look at that brand, you're like, oh cool, the name brand's on sale and it's 16 cents an ounce versus the off brand, which is however much an ounce. It's awesome when you get a deal, right? So I'm a huge fan of seltzer water. Okay, I know you're not, but I am. And you've probably seen how loaded up we are right now with seltzer water.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. I went down to Sam's Club, okay? They have LaCroix, okay? Which it comes out to like less than 50 cents a can or something like that. It's just a great deal for this soda water. And it has like two of my favorite flavors, which is plum.
Ass and balls.
Limoncello and plum, beach plum. And then they had this other brand, which is Polar or something or another. To all my friends out there that like seltzer water, Polar seltzer is really good too. But the cranberry lime was so good. And again, great deal on this shit. So I loaded up on that. And so I'm pretty excited to be able to drink that for the rest of like 6 weeks. I'll probably have that for. But Ashley says I drink that like Ona style, so I don't know.
Your dog's acting like a fucking spaz right now.
Well, I think somebody's home, so.
All right.
That's it. That was my week.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it was. So, I mean, there are some bright spots in the week, but there's also some shit spots too.
You're talking about
like all weeks.
You're talking about seltzer water.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
I've got these two employees that work for me. One's from, I think it was Oregon or Washington. I think it's Oregon. And the other one's from Northern California. And they were just like, the other day, they're like, oh, what's this? I'm like, what? They're like, this is Mellow Yellow? It's like, yeah. They're like, I've never had it before.
What?
It's like, you've never had it? It's like, do they not fucking have it out on the West Coast? Or like, what? I didn't understand that. How could you? These people are in their 20s.
I think it might be more of a southwest. No, southeast. Like, it's really popular there.
Okay.
And maybe it's just not. And
I was like, well, what do you think? They're like, it's pretty good. I was like, it's shitty Mountain Dew. Like,
you would take shitty. You would take Mountain Dew over Mellow Yellow, though, huh?
I wouldn't really drink either. You ever hear about that time Pepsi got sued?
No.
Okay, so this guy opened a can of Pepsi.
I thought it was gonna be the jet plane. I said yes, I did hear about that, but
that too.
Okay.
But this guy, no, he didn't open a can of Pepsi. He opened a can of Mountain Dew, and said he found a mouse in it.
I thought that was Monster Energy.
So no, it was Pepsi. He opened up a can of Mountain Dew and said he found a mouse in it and sued them. Well, Pepsi, rather than settle or like back down or anything, they countersued this guy. And
that would have been smart, actually.
They countersued him because they were able to prove that if a mouse fell into a can of Mountain Dew, by the time you got it,
it'd be liquid?
No, it would be a gelatinous blob. That was the word described, a gelatinous it would be unrecognizable as a mouse because the ingredients in the Mountain Dew would eat through the whole thing, fur, bones, and all, and you wouldn't even be able to recognize it as a mouse. And Pepsi won because they were able to prove that
they experimented.
Yes.
So
and I'm like, and you're like, oh, what would you rather have, a Mountain Dew or a Mellow Yellow? It's like fucking neither. Like
they will. Well, gross. That's gross. That's gross. But it's kind of cool though that these kids get to try something that they haven't tried before, and then
good for them.
They can be disappointed with life because, I don't know. I feel like all of those type of things that I've tried in my day, right? Not restaurants. I'm not gonna say restaurants because that certainly isn't. But I remember going out to the West Coast, and Rainier beer is one that everyone said this is the best beer ever, and so I did try it.
I've never had it. I want to try it just to try it.
It tastes like PBR.
Okay.
To me, I mean that's what I would equate it to. It's very similar. It's good. It's fine. It's good beer, but I don't know. It wasn't like, oh my god, I want to take all this home.
There's a beer that they sell out west or out east and in the south called Youngling beer. Mm-hmm. It looks like It's from the oldest brewery in America, and but like when I seen the label, I was like, oh, it kind of looks like an odd version of a Budweiser label. But
Yeah,
I
kinda.
tried that. I really enjoyed that.
Okay. Was it similar to Budweiser, like a lager type of thing?
Similar in the way that it was a lager. I enjoyed it more than I did a Budweiser.
So
Because I
Budweiser.
was trying to buy I was down in New Orleans. I was trying to buy Coors Original, and I couldn't find Coors Original anywhere. So I was drinking Budweiser. Well, you could find it at a few places, but most places didn't have it. Every place had a Budweiser, and then I said to the bartender, I go, "Hey, what's that thing that looks like a Budweiser?" He's like, "Oh, you got to try this." He's like, "It's really good," and it was. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Nice.
Something's going on with my voice. Sometimes it feels normal, and sometimes it's feeling rough.
Are you getting sick? Ashley's been
I better
sick.
fucking not be. I'll
know what's-
fucking slash your tires.
Oh, good. You'll have to tell her that. I did not get sick.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. That's why I'm drinking a screwdriver, because it's got orange juice in it,
Yeah, I was
and
going.
that'll help me.
I was going to
That'll help me fend off the disease.
breakfast with my mom yesterday, and I could hear just fucking Ashley just hacking all over the place.
Damn,
It's like,
dude.
do you need anything? She's like, I could use some Gatorade. I was like, all right, I'll get you some fucking Gatorade.
She's such a shit.
Why?
She's like, tell Cole how sweet he is. I'm like, bitch,
Bitch, I know.
I know how sweet he is, but also I've been doing. I've cooked you dinner.
It's your fucking job. It ain't mine.
I thought maybe she had come down. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, maybe she just didn't expect it from you, Cole. So she wanted to thank you through me. I'm like, you tell him. I said, you want to go crawl in bed with him if you want to thank him so bad.
I don't want that. She'll get me sick.
Yeah. How was breakfast? I was surprised because I think I
Oh, what,
seen
yesterday with my mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I called up all these people, and none of them could come get breakfast with me. So I was like, fuck it, I'll call my mom. And so we went to Blarney Stone.
Nice. They have good. I know you're not a huge fan of them. I like their breakfast.
No, I like that place when it's not louder than fuck.
Yeah.
And it was, but it wasn't that bad because they weren't playing their music like super, super loud.
Was it busy?
It was fairly busy, yeah.
What time did you guys go?
I don't know.
Before 10?
No, probably around 11ish.
Oh, okay. Because I remember we had gone in there, and this was I think this was last year. We'd gone in there before their dinner in Dublin, they call it, and I was like, God dang, it's surprisingly quiet in here, you know. And I think it was about 11:45, okay, on the Sunday, and yeah, and everybody in the group was remarking about how quiet it was, and because it's always, you know, they got their fucking quote unquote Irish music playing,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, NFL kickoff happens, and then the speakers just fucking go.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
we were
oh,
there before.
fuck.
We were there before the football game started.
Yeah, so I was excited that it was a little quieter than it was, but then it eventually was fucking loud as shit.
And the seat we had was the booth right next to the kitchen. So we
sure.
weren't right in the middle of all the customers, but we did have to. There was the door from the kitchen banging open and shut all the time. It wasn't that bad. The fuck is that? Is there a jet in here?
Somebody's taking a shower, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's super loud. I can hear it through my headphones. Yeah, but I just had a regular breakfast, and my mom got some kind of fucking strawberry tart. She let me have just the smallest bite of it.
Did you have a mimosa?
It was enough sweets for me to last 3 months.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did you have a mimosa, though? or
No,
Bloody Mary?
what I got came with a free drink.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, just Virgin Mary. And she's like,
Oh.
because I like tomato juice and shit.
Oh, sure. That would be good.
And I didn't want any vodka. So yeah, I just had that and my eggs and my bacon.
Wow, you did go just regular breakfast. When I go there, I like to get their Parmesan hash, I think is what they have. It's pretty fucking good.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, the hash browns came with my meal.
I'm a big fan
That's
of,
the
like-
whole reason I wanted to go there was because of the hash browns.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So when someone swears and then they say, pardon my French, didn't you find that annoying?
I find it offensive as a French Canadian.
I want to cut those people's tongues out.
Just kidding. What would you prefer them say? Pardon my ass?
I would rather they just didn't say nothing at all. It's like you said, fuck, who cares?
Okay.
Now you have to add that extra, pardon my French, onto it.
Okay, cool. Tell me what were they being pardoned?
I don't know. They said something like fuck.
Oh,
And they're
okay.
like,
So
pardon my French.
you should go super offensive next time. Be like, pardon my, I don't know, like pardon my Mexican or pardon my.
Mexican's not a language, dumbass.
Pardon my my Cantonese. Pardon my wait, what are they Mongolian? Pardon my Mongolian.
The whole thing about it is that it's
My
just
Mandarin.
the whole thing about it is that it's just completely unnecessary.
I suppose. I mean, I guess if you swore in front of kids or something, I think it's just to make somebody feel better about themselves, maybe, because they said a bad word and now they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. One of my favorite lines in all movie history, was was in the movie Blast from the Past, starring Brendan Fraser, Christopher Walken, Alicia Silverstone. And so Adam, the character Adam is in this bomb shelter. You know the premise of the movie, right?
I know the premise, yeah.
Okay, so he's in this bomb shelter for 35 years. He's born and raised down there, and he goes upstairs. They've never sworn. They don't watch porn. This guy knows nothing about the real world, right?
Sure.
And so this mom is fucking a wino. She's drunk off her ass, like the back half of their time spent at this bomb shelter, right? And they're about to go up. Like, the door's unlocked because they're locked in this thing for 35 years, and they're about to go up. And Calvin, he says, we went down at night. We need to wait till morning until we go up. Okay? And then his mom says, shit. And she's like, oh, pardon my French. Okay? And then Brendan Fraser's character, Adam, says, shit is French? And then they make up the story about how it's like this old colloquialism that is not used anymore, but it means roughly good. So throughout the entire movie, Adam is saying shit. Like, oh, shit. Thinking it means something that it doesn't. Anyway, I thought that was a cute story, Cole. You don't look like you thought it was very cute.
Halfway through, I realized I've heard this before, and I didn't think it was funny back then.
Because
you brought this up before.
In that circumstance, Cole, I'm all for the use of the word or phrase, pardon my French.
Uh-huh.
I think you just named the episode, Cole. Good for you.
Hey, ever since I moved in here, that was like about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And then Ashley's been here. I don't know. She hasn't really moved in, but she's never not here.
Sure.
So between the three of us, I've never seen a box of cereal here. Like, I don't really eat cereal. Do you?
Not real. So here's my deal with cereal. Okay.
Yeah.
If you ever see cereal,
I'm not bashing it, but I'm just
no. If you ever see cereal in this house, it's because I'm on a kick, right? And I'll say in my head, fuck yeah. And then I usually fuck up the entire box within a day and a half, 2 days.
So you're like a depressed bitch with ice cream, but only with cereal?
So that's part of the reason I don't like to keep it around, just because I know that it's such an easy thing to make and it's so good that it'll just be gone.
What kind do you get? What's your go-tos?
I'm a fan of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I like that. That's in my top 3.
I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I like Captain Crunch.
Fuck that. No, I'm not.
And honestly, when it comes to Captain Crunch, it could be any variation of it. It could be the plain one without berries, the one with berries, or the peanut butter crunch. I like all of them.
Peanut butter's the best, but I still don't like it.
I don't mind Reese's Puffs.
That's the same thing as Captain Crunch peanut butter.
Yeah. So I mean, there's that. I'll tell you what. Raisin Bran. I do like Raisin Bran.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm just saying. I don't mind it. I like it. That one probably would stick around a little bit longer versus some of the other ones. I hate to say this because I know I'm going to get shit for it, but Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is my very favorite one.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is the best cereal there is.
And you know what's good about Fruity Pebbles is you could buy the El Cheapo version, the Dino Bites.
Yeah, the Dino Bites, and they
good.
come in a huge bag the size of a pillow.
Just as good.
And yeah.
So I'm just saying, I could fuck around with that, but they would be gone too fast. Like, there's been times when my poop has been colored.
We don't.
No, I'm just saying.
Why is it every other episode?
Okay,
we
just-
gotta have a fucking.
Cole,
This is what my poop looks like story.
This is my problem with this. This is why I can't do it. Is what I'm telling you. Is I eat it so much that it turns my poop like a rainbow, and that's not healthy.
That's a
Cole.
fucking good problem to have.
That's a good problem. Okay. Well, anyway, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. I would fuck it up too quickly. And it's funny because we've gone to Costco, we've gone to Sam's Club shopping, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go down the cereal aisle and she'll say, "Do you want anything down here?" And I'm like, "Yes, but no," because I know it's going to be a problem.
You know why I don't buy it?
Why is
It's
that?
just so fucking expensive, and then
that too.
And you don't get that much.
And it's just kind of empty calories, really. It's just sugar.
I'm not bashing cereal. Like, it's got its place, but its place is like in a continental breakfast.
Oh yeah.
That way I don't got to eat that shitty ass bear claw or whatever they got laying there.
I would agree there. And then it's on their dime too.
Yeah.
You can eat as much as you want, Cole, because fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Oh, Fruit Loops are good too, though.
No.
What?
No, you put Fruity Pebbles next to Fruit Loops.
No.
And you can't even. No, fuck Fruity Pebbles.
Can I tell you one I fucking despise? And this one I'll probably get shit for. I've never liked this. I think it tastes.
Smacks.
Yes.
Really?
Honey Smacks.
Honey Smacks, yeah.
Puffed wheat. I cannot
Not a
abide.
huge fan of it either. I'm on board with board with your cereal decisions. Your
Okay.
Fruity Pebbles and your fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Can I tell you one that's bullshit?
If you say Cookie Crisp, I'll be pissed.
Nope.
I like Cookie Crisp.
I'll tell you one that's bullshit. I think you'll agree with me on this because I think you and I have just discovered a new brotherhood, Cole. Every fucking Halloween, they come out with Boo Berry, Frankenberry.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Those two, I don't mind Count Chocula so much, but honestly, I think they're bullshit cereal. I don't think it's very good. And
I've never had those.
the only reason people buy it is like fruitcake. Oh, it's that time of the year, so I gotta buy it. That's the only fucking. It's not good because if it was good cereal, Cole,
They'd have it year round.
They would have it year round.
Well, same with the McRib. If it was actually good, they'd have it all the time. Did I just piss you off? I hope I pissed you off.
A little bit. I don't mind the McRib.
I like the McRib.
Listen, the best thing at McDonald's, I'm stand by this. I don't give a fuck. The best thing at McDonald's is their egg or sausage McMuffin and their hash brown. Nobody in the industry right now, Cole, makes a better hash brown. Just saying. Breakfast hash brown, that is.
I don't know about
hash brown patty, I should say.
Who wants to get hash browns at a fucking fast food restaurant anyway? What kind of fucking psycho?
I do.
What kind of a psycho?
I do. If it's McDonald's, like I sometimes will sometimes I'll get breakfast, right, Cole?
Uh-huh.
And I'll sit in my car and I'll do my own rating system because I'm autistic that way.
Yeah.
Where I'll sit down, I'll take a bite. I'll take the first bite of my hash brown and I'll rate it. You know, because I've had a 10 out of 10 hash brown. I've had a perfect hash brown, the perfect temperature, okay, the perfect crisp, the perfect flavor. I've had that.
It should be flavored like oily potatoes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Who doesn't like that? It's fucking awesome, man. But, so what are you cooking up in the slow cooker? I should ask you since we're on the topic of food.
Pulled pork for burritos.
Oh, nice. You know what's funny?
It's in, that gizzard sauce I made the other day?
Oh, is it in that?
I made, I took a can of Coke and tomato paste and I stirred those together, and then I added cumin, chipotle pepper, taco seasoning packet, oregano, and that's about it. And it's been slow cooking for about 2 hours now.
Nice.
And then I flipped it, and when I flipped it, a whole bunch of the fucking sauce shot out of my crock pot and all over the fucking cupboards and wall, and I was pissed.
Did you
I was
drop
cleaning
it?
up for a long time.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about that.
It was funny. I was talking to my mom when I came home, and she said, "Hey, don't forget to ask Cole if I could borrow a crock pot." Ha ha ha. You know, because of you said we can't use your crock pots kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she was just fucking around. I said, "Okay, well, Cole says that's fine, but in order to use this crock pot, Mom, you have to share some gizzards with him." And she started like freaking out. She's like, "What do you mean gizzards?" I said, "He made gizzards." She said, "Oh, that's so gross." I said, "Yep, it is."
I'm sure your mom's had worse shit in her mouth. I'm talking about wieners.
Maybe. So Cole, the other night. This was last night, actually. You owe me huge.
Okay.
So right now, I only pay for the one screen at a time on Netflix. So
I thought it was. I didn't know it was one screen at a time. I thought it was in the one household.
No, it's one screen at a time. So no matter what, one screen at a time.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Hold on. So last night, I was gonna go to sleep to Seinfeld. So I was about to go to bed, turned it on, and then I saw continue watching. And you started watching that show that I wanted to start watching.
Obliterated?
Yeah. It looks fucking cool.
It's really fucking good.
Cool.
I'm on. Yeah.
So anyway,
you're on the phone with, so I'm sitting down here watching it, and you're on the phone with your mom, and you do this. I don't know why.
What do I do?
He does it. Taylor does this thing where he'll be on the phone, and then like I'll be sitting on the couch. There's the show on the TV, and he'll just stand right between me and the fucking TV. It's like, dude, I'm sitting here watching. They get the fuck out of the way.
Well, I would just assume.
This is about the third time, but today I was just like, the third time he's done it. And the other two times I've never really said nothing, but today I was just like, get the fuck out of the way, dude.
Well, I didn't know. I thought you wanted to hear my conversation with my mom.
No.
So, anyway, that should more than make up for it, Cole. Because you had stepped away from the show, and it let me start my show, and I thought, oh fuck, no, I can't do this to Cole because I think he's in the middle of the show. So, you're lucky, because I could have started watching Seinfeld, and you would have been fucked. And then you would have texted me and said, "God damn it, Taylor, what the hell's going on here?"
Yeah, I got.
What the hell is this?
I got 3 episodes left.
See, and okay, here was my thing. I saw a preview on YouTube, okay, and it was going so fast, okay. The preview was just like, bah, 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 bah. And there's one motherfucker in the show. I don't know who it is. I thought it was Brad Pitt.
His name is Nick Zano. He was in this other. He's the reason why I wanted to watch this.
Okay,
because he was in this other show that I really like called Legends of Tomorrow. It was
okay.
was one of those CW superhero shows, but like it was really off the fucking rails. Like the first season was. He wasn't in the first season either, and but the first season wasn't that good. They were trying to make it into something serious.
Okay,
but like you just felt like there was something off about it being serious. You felt like this shouldn't be a serious show.
It should be more fun.
And so they got shitty ratings. Well, they come back for the second season, and I think they kind of knew like we had shitty ratings. And we're probably on the chopping block. Let's just do whatever the fuck we want. And they went super crazy. Like, there's a whole episode where the team gets turned into, like, fucking puppets. You know? There's, this guy came in the second...
Would you say the second season is kind of in the vein of Doom Patrol in a way?
Yeah, but way more, like, in-your-face sort of comedy. Like, this... I think it went for 6 seasons, but it got... just crazier and weirder every fucking season. You know, like that one time they were trying to imagine this thing they could manifest a warrior to come and fight this dragon, and all 7 of them had to like fucking link hands and imagine some kind of warrior to fight it. And they came up with a stuffed. One of them started accidentally thinking of a stuffed animal, and the rest of them couldn't think of. And so this stuffed animal came and like manifested into reality and came and kicked the shit out of a dragon. So, it's so fucking weird, dude. It was just
like weird, but good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I seen this guy was in these previews, and I was like, oh shit, I'm totally gonna watch this because, like, if it's as silly as that, this dude is really good at playing super kind of silly. You know, ridiculous situations and making them feel like there's something at stake.
Yeah, so like I said, the preview that I had watched was so over the top and crazy. You know, it was fast moving. It was just, I couldn't even see who was in it. I thought at one point Selma Hayek was in this show. You know, because there was not a point in the show where there wasn't the camera just moving, and maybe the show was like that too, or the that's what the preview was like anyway. But
yeah, it's been a blast so far watching this show.
cool, and that I like that because it feels like Netflix has just dropped the ball, if you will, on a lot of shit. So I'm glad to hear that there's something an original that's worth watching.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, and I thought it was going to be a movie. I didn't know it was going to be a TV show.
I did too. But then I think the I watched the second preview or whatever, and it said, you know, first episode streaming whatever date it was. But cool. No, you're not going anywhere.
I want to take a break, man.
I know. I want to pose this question to the audience. Cole just told me we're talking about this show Obliterated. And he said, we were looking at the cast, and he said, C. Thomas Howell is, quote, the kid from E.T. I said, oh. I said, no, it's not, because Henry Thomas is the kid from E.T. The kid.
He's a kid in E.T.
No,
too, though.
you said the kid.
It doesn't matter. He is one of the kids. He's the kid with the bike that...
The kid would be Elliot. I would have accepted Drew Barrymore because they're the main characters. If you're the kid, you are the kid.
He was the third main kid.
I've never seen E.T.
Then what the fuck do you know? Shut up.
All I know.
Have you never seen E.T.? And you're watching stupid shit like that fucking Brendan Fraser movie that you had to have that long story about.
Oh my God. You're
Blast from the Past.
Fuck E.T., bro.
Fuck Blast from the Past.
I've never seen E.T. though. Is it that good?
It's so much better than that bullshit you were watching.
Fucking way. Anyway, we're gonna take a break.
So have you ever played that card game called 31?
31.
So
no, I have not.
Everybody gets 3 cards. Face cards are worth 10 points. The ace is worth 11 points. You want to get everything in one suit. Or you want to get as high as you can, and then someone knocks on the table when they think that they have higher amount than at least one other person, right?
So, but we don't want to bust, right? We don't want to go over
can't
30.
Bust.
Okay.
You can only get 31 is the highest. If you happen to get 31, you can just put your cards down, and you get 4 chips. Everyone's got to put a chip in.
Oh, I see. So 31 would be the maximum that you could have. So you could have two face cards and an ace.
Yeah.
That'd be 31. Okay, understood.
But
gotcha.
let's just say there's a whole bunch of people sitting at this table, and you have 13, and for some reason you think that someone has lower than 13. You can knock. Everyone else gets one more turn. It gets back to you. You put down your 13, and then everyone else shows how much they have, right?
Okay.
And if someone has lower than you, that person has to put in a chip. And if everyone has higher than you, then you got to put in 2 chips.
That'd be kind of cool.
Okay, so we're playing this game
Sounds like a great game.
We're playing this game last night. My parents, me, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend.
Oh, wait. You're telling me there's games at these family suppers?
Sometimes.
God damn it, Cole.
Well, not when you're around. We're not trying to put our best foot forward.
All right. I see how it is.
So anyway, we all put in $1. We all get 4 chips, and then we play the game or whatever, right? So
I'm gonna bring over next time I get invited. I'm gonna bring over Cards Against Humanity. I want to see Patty. I want to see what she throws down.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyway, so it's like I said. You know, you got to get them all in one suit for it to be 31, right?
Yeah.
So we're playing our first hand.
So if you're off suit, it's only worth that whatever the suit is worth, or that. So if you had, let's just say you had.
Say if I have
2 jacks,
two jacks and an ace, but they're all different suits, then the most I have is 11 points.
Okay,
because the ace is the highest card.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're playing, and it's Gabriel's girlfriend's first time playing, and she's so excited, and she puts her hand down. She's like 31. She thinks we're all gonna have to throw in a chip. We're like, the last thing we told you was that it all has to be the same suit. She's got 3 different suits, and we're just like,
I mean,
And I'm an asshole, so like my next turn, of course, I knock because I know I have higher than 11. You know.
yeah,
So
that's hilarious, dude. We played.
she wound up winning too.
Good for her. I hope you guys are playing for money too.
I got 2 31s. Sometimes you'll go an entire game and no one will have one. I got 2.
That's
and I
pretty cool.
still fucking lost.
Wow. The last time we went camping, or we went out to the cabin, we played. Was it called 10,000?
I
Or
don't know. I've
something
never
like
heard
that.
of that.
It's a dice game.
Okay.
And it's kind of cool because you're kind of in charge of your own fate, right? You roll all these dice, and then you bank points, okay? But you can keep going. But then if you bust or whatever it is, then you lose all the stuff that you were trying to obtain. So you're really in charge of your own fate. It's a really cool game. And we had gone inside and we started playing that horse racing game with the dice, which is a lot of fun too.
I think I know what you're talking about,
Dude,
but I'm not sure.
It's a lot of fun.
It's on like you have a little peg board.
Yeah.
A
You
little
roll,
wooden peg board or something.
and you roll dice to see how fast the horses go or how far they go. But I like that, but you're really not in charge of your fate there, you know. Whereas this other game, we didn't play for money at this one, which kind of pissed me off because it's like, damn it. I'm not in charge of my fate here, but I am in charge of my fate at this other game because I can kind of strategize. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. But then we got to playing poker as well, just Texas Hold'em. And Elijah and I were talking about it, and we would love to do a poker night, just because it is such a fun fucking game. And you're really in charge of your fate there,
Yeah.
especially when you get hosed and somebody's got fucking shit for a hand.
When it doesn't matter what kind of card game it is, if there's cards involved, I'm going to cheat. Like
You're gonna cheat?
I am going to look at the players next to me cards. If someone's like not holding their cards,
Oh, fuck yeah. If you're playing for money, dude.
I am completely going to cheat, and I don't give a fuck who knows it.
Okay, wait.
Gabriel calls me the giraffe because my long neck looking at other people's
You
cards.
fucker. I bet
Shay
you're
calls me a rubbernecker.
I bet you're a piece of shit when it comes to Uno too.
Yeah, I'm a fucking asshole.
You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm the fucking worst. I will fucking cheat whenever cards are involved.
You should figure out like one of those systems where you have it up your sleeve.
Oh, I'm not going to cheat like that.
Oh, that'd be so much cooler than being a piece of shit.
But I will look at other people's cards and stuff.
I mean, if you're gonna be drunk and you're gonna be, willy nilly with your cards, yeah, go fuck yourself. Cole's gonna look at your cards, everybody. Because he's.
I actually did it to my Uncle Dan about 15 years ago, and he hasn't played cards with me since. I don't care. I don't care.
that pissed, huh?
Everyone else just accepts that that's what I do. So fine with me.
Damn, dude. I see how it is. I'm
just giving you a fair warning.
Hey, I'm glad. I appreciate.
Don't sit next to me if we're playing cards. I'm gonna look at your shit.
You know what? You'd be terrible at, Cole.
What?
Virtual poker.
Yeah, because I couldn't see nothing.
You could see literally nothing. But no, Texas Hold'em is one of my favorite games of all time. And you know what's funny is I think I'm going to corrupt my parents this year. Corrupt my parents and my family.
Well, they're part of that nasty church that just got exposed for fucking.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I haven't heard.
I only seen the story. They tried to pay this lady to tell her she had been molested by some bishop or something.
Okay.
And they tried to pay her
to be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she had signed a non-disclosure agreement, but her advocate didn't sign the non-disclosure agreement, so he leaked the tapes.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Fuck them, dude.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So that guy got excommunicated from the fucking church. But this is the bullshit.
Wait. The guy that leaked it?
No. The guy who did the molesting.
Oh, good.
And he got excommunicated, but he only got 90 days in jail, and he's still a practicing dentist because it wasn't because of the. He didn't get in trouble for the molestation. He got in trouble for drugging her.
That's so fucked up, dude.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
First story on Philip DeFranco today.
Cool. Well, Not cool that any of this happened, but cool that it.
Cool that you can fucking stop talking all this shit about the Catholics because your fucking dirty ass church is just as bad.
My dirty ass church. Hey, at least I can relinquish my membership, unlike your goddamn church. Hey, okay, so here's the deal, right? So what I'm gonna do? Speaking of corrupting people, I'm going to introduce. Since I have left the church, things have been a lot more lenient, if you will. Okay, so when it comes to, I'll have maybe a beer around them. So shit's gotten better that way. But also, right, my brother, Rob, big gambler, fucking loves gambling. Okay, who doesn't? It's fun. I love gambling too. I'm. It's not one of those things where I'm a serial gambler, but I do love to do it. It's fun to do. If I'm in a place that has gambling, I'm gonna throw a few $100. Fuck it, have some fun, right? So when we went to Sioux City the last time, when Robbie lived there, this would have been October of 2022. Okay, the last October before last. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We went down to Sioux City, and Sioux City in Iowa has a Hard Rock casino, and every gambling is legal there. And we took my mom there, and she was fucking gambling, dude.
Yeah,
because she said, "My sons are good guys. My sons are good, upstanding Americans."
Your mom's fucking deluded.
And but anyway, she says they gamble and they're not going to hell. I hope they don't. So why can't I throw a few bucks here and there? So we did. We played some. We played some slots So I think this year I'm going to introduce left, right, center for money.
Okay.
As well as maybe the horse racing game.
Left, right, center is the dice game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome. You pass your dollar bills to the left or the right, or they go to the middle of the pot, then da-da-da-da. So I think I'm going to introduce that game for money this year for some fun times, because it is fun. It's fun. Because, listen, what's the most you're going to lose in left, right, center? $15? You had fun doing it. You had fun talking shit to your fucking uncle or your niece or whoever's playing the game.
Or stealing your nephew's cookie.
Oh, you deserve that. Honestly, honestly, what's the difference between playing a little left, right, center or stealing a cookie? There's nothing. You're going to hell for both of them. You may as well have fun doing
it. Hey, how do these guys like fucking John and Ryan and Sarah fucking do this shit? Like day in and day out.
Just live their lives?
No, okay, so you got these people, and then they all got the same names as all the other Johns and Sarahs and Ryans, right? I've gone 41 fucking years without ever having to work with somebody that had my name until just lately.
I'm trying to think if I know. I don't think I know any other Coles. I think it's one of those names.
I've met a few, but it's not like we never worked together. We were never like that close of buddies or nothing.
Okay.
But now I'm working with a guy who has my name, and it fucking sucks. He's a good dude, but I hate him.
Don't tell me his last name, but what's his last initial?
M.
See, that's when it really sucks, because then that's the next step. It's like, can I get Cole M over here? Can I get Cole W?
No, we're not
over
doing
here?
that shit.
But no,
I've been working with this guy for about a month, and it fucking sucks.
Fire him.
It's a really nice dude, and I fucking hate his guts.
Yeah. I would tend to agree.
I'm getting confused all the time.
Okay, Cole, hear me out. At least, you've got a name that's a man's name. I mean, I got a fucking.
You had a woman name.
I mean, I think just because of the notoriety of Taylor Swift, that's where I think people.
And the way you spell it is a girly name too.
No, I think it's closer to Tyler.
No.
Talk to my parents, dude. I don't fucking know.
He spells it Tayler.
What do you? I think it's funny.
That's pretty feminine.
I think it's funny how you spell it. I didn't name myself Cole. I guess I could go to the fucking DMV or whatever the fuck it is.
You should do that.
Change my name to something fucking cool, like Cole.
That would suck so much.
Just come back, be like, Cole, I got some good news, but it's bad news for you. I'm Cole.
You'd get really confused too.
I would too. I wouldn't even know who I am anymore. I would have to fucking I change my name to Cole, man. But I would change my name to somebody else. Like I would have my middle name be like Elijah or maybe Adam. Like Cole, Adam, Elijah. You know?
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's drunk talk, man. You know what I had to eat today?
You should change your name to Steven Seagal. You gotta run the same.
We go, what?
You should change your name to Steven Seagal because you kind of run the same. And you have the same hair.
I mean, run the same.
You guys both run really girly.
You've seen me run?
No.
That's also a bird, you know. You've never seen me run, which, I mean, maybe I run girly. I don't know. But a hairline I would agree with.
Yeah, because he has got no hair. He just paints his scalp black.
Lean into it, man. You know what's interesting? Fucking Ashley she's talked to me. She says, "Have you ever thought about a toupee?" And I said, "No."
What?
Never have I thought about
Don't
that.
do that.
No, of course not. And she says, "Well, why not?" I said, "How do you look everybody?" Okay, so this is what it would be like, right?
Uh-huh.
This is how it would go for everyone listening. And you know what? This would go for everybody. I don't know. That was thinking about hair transplants or shit like that.
Like Jada Pinkett.
Like, listen, lean into it. Sure, whatever. Lean into it. If you're bald, you're bald. That's just the way. Those are the cards that were dealt to you. It's the way she goes, right? So how do you fucking explain this? You go to work one day, and you notice that your coworker, your family member, your brother, your sister, your roommate, your significant other is starting to grow their hair out, okay? And you're like, wow, they look like shit. Like, they always look like shit, but they especially look like shit. They're letting themselves go, right? And then they start to... Oh, this is going for people that are completely bald like myself that just shave their head every 3 days. So you notice that they start to grow their hair out. And then it's getting a little bit longer and shaggier. You say, God damn, why are they doing this to themselves? They're bald. Let them live their lives. Why are they doing this? Okay? Then guess what, Cole?
All of a sudden they got a full head of hair.
Then boom! Boom! Full head of hair.
Uh-huh.
I mean... Come the fuck on, dude.
You're not fooling anybody.
Of course you're not fooling anybody. And I mean, I understand that people are insecure.
Who's that guy on the commercials? Zimmerman's Furniture. Okay. That's got to be a rug, right? He's got to have like a fucking dead beaver pelt on his head, right?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
That guy's hair looks stupid as fuck. If that is natural, he just
he should shave his head.
He should fucking shave it. But I don't think it's natural.
But I remember when I was a kid, and this was part of the decision, I guess, too. Most of it was Elijah just saying, "Why don't you shave your head?" And I find that so fucking ironic.
Why? That is the pot calling the kettle black.
I find that so ironic to this day. But he just said to me, "Why don't you shave your head?" And so I did, because I knew two things. My Uncle Jimmy. Okay, my dad's uncle, rather. So my great uncle Jimmy, somebody I looked up to, always had a shaved head. And he always looked like the fucking mob boss, mafia guy, right? I'm like, well, fuck, if Jimmy can do it, I can do it. If Elijah says I should do it, I should do it. So I did it. And I'll never look back. I mean, because that's just who I am now. Like, could you, I don't know, could you imagine me with a full head of hair?
No, I've seen you when they made you grow your hair back for that fucking Christmas play,
yeah,
or whatever,
sure
that you did.
Yeah,
and I was like, I mean, it's not awful, but it sure wasn't pretty. You know what I mean?
Right. So I mean, at least, I mean, that's one thing about a bald guy that I will always appreciate. And of course, I'm speaking from a place of being bald. But I mean, if you're willing to let it go, it takes care. Okay, we're not talking about people don't understand. I'm sure I'm spending what a normal person would spend on a haircut, just in razors and shit like that, keeping it at, throughout the year.
I don't know. Haircut is like what?
$20-$30 now, probably.
It's got to be more than that.
know.
I haven't paid for one since I was like fucking. I haven't ever paid for a haircut.
Sure, but if you're paying for a haircut, I'm sure it's probably $20 to $30 now, plus tip. So you're $35 to $40 for a haircut, and I'm doing it for probably. What are you getting a haircut every 3 months?
Yeah, normally I just shave my own.
Sure, but I'm just saying a normal person, like a normal human. I don't know. Whatever you normal humans are, comment on our video and tell us what a normal human gets a haircut.
I don't think dudes really schedule their haircuts. I think they're just like one day they're like, oh, fuck, I should probably go get this shit
I look
cut.
like a piece of shit. Yeah. But also, I mean, and if you're out there and you're struggling with male pattern baldness, just get rid of it, man. Don't fret it. You can wear a hat. I wouldn't, but just flaunt it, dude. That's the way you got to do it. Live your best life. I promise you, once you do, you set yourself free, you'll never look back. And nobody can tell me that I should get hair plugs.
I trim my pubes more than I cut my hair.
Is that why my toothbrush has pubes on it?
No, that's just something else.
Oh.
That's just for me.
That's just for you. But anyway, live your best lives and
You're being an emotional.
I'm telling
an emotional speaker.
An emotional speaker.
What do they call them?
A motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker.
Yeah, I'm a motivational
Live your best life.
No,
Just
but
you do
seriously,
you.
like lean into it. I see these fucking guys that get okay. Here's another example. I've been watching this YouTube video or these YouTube videos called the Try Guys. Maybe you've heard of them.
I've heard of them. I've never watched them.
Some of their shit's pretty good. Like they do this show called Without a Recipe. And it's a cooking competition show. It's fucking hilarious. But this one fucking guy, I was looking at this dude. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy's hair? What is wrong with this dude's hairline? And then later on in the series, it was revealed that this guy had hair plugs put in. I'm like, oh, that's what's wrong. I'm like, I could look like a fucking weirdo, or I could just be a fucking weirdo. I mean, I'm gonna be a weirdo regardless. But why pay all that money?
Why advertise it?
Why advertise it? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we've gone on long enough. 52 minutes. For Comic Can Coozie, I am Tayler.
I'm Cole.